Hey Toonsters, if you watched the teaser for Space Jam 2: A New Legacy months back, and then you watched the new trailer that just dropped, you may notice a contradiction between what was promised in the teaser and the trailer. But first, let's have a look at the scene that was cut that was supposed to feature Pepe Le Pew, actress Grace Santos, and of course LeBron James. In this scene, the Toons travel to the world of Casablanca and vintage films, where they find Pepe Le Pew living. He puts his hands on Grace Santos inappropriately and she slaps him off. Following that, he's lectured by LeBron James about consent and other things like that. I understand why Warner Brothers has pulled Pepe Le Pew from the film, and I have a discussion about that which you can go and check out, but I think a lot of people were incredibly confused when they saw the trailer and they saw the Clockwork Orange gang of droogs totally present in the crowd cheering on the game. And I know this was disturbing for a lot of Looney Tunes fans because the reasoning for Pepe Le Pew being removed from the film is that he's thought by many to be synonymous with rape culture, but there's no argument that the Clockwork Orange gang absolutely is synonymous with that culture, and they're definitely a lot more upsetting and triggering for many people to see than the character Pepe Le Pew. I'm not even going to comment on the literature of Clockwork Orange, but I think a lot of people do not understand the dichotomy between cutting Pepe Le Pew from the film and featuring these gang as cheering cameos in the crowd. And I know there's a lot of buzz on the internet about that now, which is understandable. And honestly, I feel like losing Pepe Le Pew from the film wasn't so disturbing in and of itself, but seeing the gang there does kind of feel like a kick in the face to those fans who do love Pepe and would rather see him learn a lesson, lectured about consent, or maybe even cast as a villain rather than deleted from the production completely. But that's not the contradiction I'm talking about that I saw between the teaser and the trailer. I was so pumped when they first dropped that Space Jam teaser with LeBron James and Bugs Bunny. They were promising people from the NBA and WNBA to be in the film, as well as all these Looney Tunes characters. And one thing that pumped me up probably the most was seeing the reel of all the characters, and then sudden, whoa, Penelope Pussycat came up. I was just so stoked that she's gonna be on the team. She had her Toon Squad outfit on and was just totally ready to play ball, and I was like, whoa, they're gonna bring Penelope Pussycat into it as like a full-blown character who will hopefully be more fleshed out. I was really stoked about this because there's not that many classic female Looney Tunes characters, with the exception of course, Bugs Bunny and Granny. So I was really stoked to see a more fleshed out version of Penelope Pussycat, and I really loved seeing her more fleshed out in the production Carrot Blanca, where she got to have some dialogue and a little romance with Bugs. So touching, that was so nice. So when I tuned out and checked out the full trailer for Space Jam 2: A New Legacy, I was so pumped to see, you know, not just all the tunes, but King Kong and all those cameos, and it really got me really stoked up for the movie. And if you want to see a breakdown of the trailer where they analyze the background and you get to see all the different characters who are appearing there, be sure to check out Black Nerd Comedy's video, which was not just highly entertaining, but he aptly points out that there should definitely be gremlins in this, because it's Warner Brothers, we want gremlins. So I'm not gonna pick apart the trailer in that kind of detail, and if you want to see that, there's lots of people doing that out there. Definitely check out Black Nerd Comedy's video. It was really good and entertaining for me, but I did notice that Penelope Pussycat wasn't in the trailer, which I don't see anyone commenting on that, like, hey, she's in the teaser but not the trailer. That was really weird for me, and I don't know if she's gonna come at the end like you know, Bill Murray in Space Jam 1 and save the day, but I don't think so. I think what is actually happening here is that when Pepe Le Pew was cut from the film, because Penelope Pussycat's character looks so much like him, they opted to have her replace him in the animation, especially on the basketball court. But then when they started to think about, oh, maybe they have to hire a new voice actor, or to make it make sense, maybe even do some reshoots, they probably opted out of having her character in the film altogether and just cut Pepe and Penelope all together, which is pretty upsetting to me. I would actually rather see Penelope Pussycat in the film than Pepe. I certainly would like to see them both, so, you know, it's kind of a harsh reality, and I'm still holding out hopes, but not super strong, because as I look around on forums and on IMDb, I don't see any information of the voice of Penelope Pussycat or any other information other than the still frame from this original teaser, which is pretty cool. I'm still happy to see Penelope Pussycat in her jersey, even if we only get it in that teaser. So drop me a comment in the comments bar below. Be sure to check out my other nerdy action videos and toon commentaries. I'm just getting stoked up for Space Jam and for the new Tiny Toons reboot. Thanks for watching. That's all, folks.